Good, Cam.
All right. Okay, so does anyone know anyone that just doesn't like music? Like either they don't listen to it or they don't enjoy it? Guessing probably not, right? Whether it be rap, hip hop, old school rock, country, EDM, we all love music. Maybe sometimes it gives you a rush of energy or a pump that really gets you going. Maybe sometimes it calms you down and gives you a sense of peace, or maybe sometimes it's an escape for you from all the stresses that life may bring. Whatever it may be, music strikes a chord for all of us, no pun intended. And that's what I wanted to explore. How does music affect our brain, and why does it do so strongly and in such different ways? Originally, it was thought that music was processed in the right hemisphere of the brain along with creativity and art, but newer studies have revealed otherwise. When you're listening to music that you enjoy, something called frontal lobe alpha asymmetry happens, which is basically the alpha brainwaves coming in perfect sync and perfect symmetry, which means that all areas of the brain are being stimulated when listening to music. This is why listening to music can lead to so many unexpected benefits. So music is a powerful tool in enhancing our lives, and I think we should all invest in it. So in order to stake more experience in my research, I decided to make music using a music production software on my computer. I set out to make 4 trap beats, which are a modern rap type of hip hop beat, with only using the software, so no external sounds or anything like that. I mostly learned how to do it through watching other people on YouTube and stuff like that, which proved to be very effective. So growing up, I always loved music. I would get home from school, rush home, and try to teach myself songs in the piano and guitar. But as I grew older and school and sports became more prominent, I kind of lost touch with that. And so I was really happy to kind of reignite that passion throughout this project. So music can be very beneficial to all of us. It can increase cognitive ability, it can improve mental health, and it can even help with relationships and creating stronger social bonds. So before I dive into my research, I'm going to play one of the beats that I made, part of them, and I'm going to break it down. Okay. So it gets a little repetitive, you get the idea, but that's because it's leaving space for the artist to perform on it, if there is one. So I'm going to present my screen quickly because I'm on the computer here too. I'm just going to break down how I did it. Present now. Okay, so first I started with this simple bell sound. I'll turn the effects off, which sounded just like this. Here's my piano roll, so I can just make certain notes and make a pattern. So that's just a repetitive kind of pattern, but it's catchy. And I added some effects. I added some echo, some EQ to clean out the high and low frequencies, and some filters to kind of add some movement. So now it has a little more tail. And then on top of that, I added 2 different pads, which kind of add an undertone and make it sound more full. And then I added a clap, some simple hi-hat patterns, and then a bass. So not too involved, pretty simple, but it's cool. So the relationship between music and memory is very compelling. Songs from the past can stir powerful emotions and memories in the present. It's an experience we can all probably relate to. You listen to songs from a few decades ago or from your past, and you're instantly transported back. It's kind of like stepping into a time machine. You can feel everything as if you're actually there. So music and playing music is stored in the implicit memory, which is basically your unconscious mind. So you can't consciously retrieve any facts or stored information there. And that can explain why my 99-year-old grandfather that had dementia couldn't really remember like that he asked you the same questions 3 times already in 5 minutes. But if you place an accordion in his hand, he could play brilliantly. So that was really, it's really cool how music can kind of develop your mind in that way, where it's kind of like his fingers had a mind of their own. So the reason music can be so strongly correlated to memory is something in psychology called a flashbulb memory, which is a memory that you can recall vividly because a strong emotion or feeling you had kind of gets you to remember it, if that makes sense. Okay, so music is also very beneficial for mental health. As Adele mentioned, music therapy is a wide range treatment that can help many people with struggling with depression or anxiety disorders. It has been proven to improve mood, strengthen coping skills, encourage emotional expression, and relieve symptoms of stress and anxiety, which has proven true with me, certainly. Over the semester, if I was stressed at any times throughout the year, whether it be school or life, I would turn to making music and it would really, really help me and relieve that. So I was thankful for that. Another way music is really beneficial is strengthening social bonds. We've all been to concerts and parties and football stadiums and whatnot, and they all play music, and it kind of binds us together. We sing, we dance, and you can really feel connected to the person you're standing next to. One of the big reasons is because music releases a chemical called oxytocin, which is responsible for allowing you to act generously towards other and establish bonds of trust with each other. So this is also proven true with me because a lot of my friendships are based around music. I have a lot of friends either playing instruments, or if we like the same type of music, we talk about it, and it's kind of really helped to solidify my friendships. So before I conclude, I'm going to play one more other of my beats. Oh, stop sharing. There we go. So yeah, it kind of gets repetitive again, but like I said, it's leaving room for the artist's vocals. So the message I kind of wanted to leave with you all today is that music can really help us in a lot of ways, and we should really invest in it, not money, but time, even if it's a little bit. Like all the things that I spoke of, it can improve that and much more. But I kind of wanted to end today on a bigger note. I learned something big about myself when I was doing this project. I learned how happy music made me, making music specifically, and that it may be something I want to do later in life or for the rest of my life. And we're all seniors now. We're young. We have our whole lives ahead of us. We should put ourselves in a position to kind of make ourselves happy. Do something every day where you can wake up and say, oh, I can't wait to do this thing. Do what makes you happy, not what your parents say makes you happy, what other friends want you to do, do what makes you happy. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Cam?
How did you... Oh, you can go.
How long does it take you to make each beat?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes I'll start one. I don't really like how it's going, so I'll just totally scrap it. The first one I played, that was probably my most simple one. I made that in an hour, whereas the second one I played took me 3 to 4 hours. There's no specific certain amount of time that it takes for each one.
Have you ever?
Those are really great, Cam. I could imagine listening to those on the radio.
Thank you.
And, you know, you are leaving room for the artist, so maybe we should do a collab.
Yeah. Any good singers in here?
Great job, Cam.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions for Cam? Nope.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Cam. Nice job.